Why is plyometrics effective? Today we talk about why plyometrics are effective, the underlying mechanisms on a neural, on a technical, on a metabolic and on a muscular level, and how it helps in sports and sports performance. Why is plyometrics effective? Plyometrics offer a variety of benefits. These benefits can be on a neural level, on a metabolic level, on a muscular level, or on a technical level. On a neural level, plyometrics open neural pathways. What does that mean? The way a muscle is activated, it starts from the brain and the brain sends a signal to the muscle. Plyometric training can help that this signal travels much faster. It's also called firing frequency. So even in sports that do not require a lot of explosiveness, strength athletes, powerlifting for example, they can also benefit from plyometrics because it opens that neural pathway and the muscle can be activated faster. On a muscular level, plyometrics train the type 2 fibers, so the fast twitch fibers that are most of the times not activated. So we have different fiber types. We have type 1, which are called slow twitch fibers, type 2A, which are intermediate fibers, and type 2X, which are the fast twitch fibers. These fast twitch fibers aren't activated very often, as I said before, and plyometrics basically can help to activate these type 2X fibers. And also, it has been shown that athletes that engage a lot in plyometric activities, we can see that over time there is a shift from slower twitch fibers towards fast twitch fibers. On a metabolic level, plyometrics train the phosphagen system. We have 3 different energy systems. We have the phosphagen system that delivers high amount of energy, but just for a short period of time. We have the glycolytic system and we have the oxidative system. Plyometrics train the phosphagen system. So even if the training is planned properly and designed properly, plyometrics can be a metabolic training and target that phosphagen system. On a technical level, plyometrics can improve movement patterns for the simple fact that once you have to do a movement more and more explosive, the body kind of realizes what's the ideal way to execute that movement. Let me explain that if it's not really clear. Sometimes the activation of muscle fibers are not in the right recruitment order. Yeah? So if a movement isn't trained very often, the activation of muscles have to be activated in a certain sequence. The sequence is a little bit screwed up. Excuse me for my English. If we do plyometrics, basically that can teach the sequencing in the right order. Just for the simple fact that the athlete realizes over time what's the most effective way to execute a certain movement. And one thing that is often overlooked with plyometrics is there is a thing, it's also for the neural pathways and the neural activation, there is a thing that is called the size principle. And that basically says we have different motor units. We have low threshold motor units that are activated very fast, but can't produce a lot of force. And we have high threshold motor units that can produce a lot of force. The size principle from Hahnemann's size principle is the name, basically tells that the activation order goes from slow to fast. So the low threshold motor units are engaged first, then the medium, and then the high threshold motor units. Plyometrics, however, can reverse that recruitment order so that the body immediately activates the high threshold motor units if needed. That is a benefit in sports because that means that the high threshold motor units, which can produce a lot of force and power, can be activated immediately rather than first low threshold, medium, and then high threshold. So it gives an advantage in the activation time of the motor units as well as quick force and power output. As a recap, plyometrics work on the neural level, it opens neural pathways, and it can reverse the recruitment order from the size principle. On a metabolic level, it works on the energy system, the phosphagen system, which delivers high amounts of energy, but exhausts quickly. On a muscular level, plyometrics train the fast twitch fibers, and on a technical level, plyometrics can improve movement efficiency and movement patterns via fast movements that teach the body how to work effectively.